Hey everybody, it's Chase with American Vintage Pop Culture again, and today I'm here to talk to you about the big Vinegar Syndrome Halfway to Black Friday sale that starts tonight in under 6 hours, and how I kind of go about curating my collection, especially with all the temptation and all the available titles on sale tonight. So pop that tape in. Let's go do this. All right. So, what do I mean about curating my collection? Well, I'm not just the type of collector who just buys everything and anything. That's not how I am. And tonight, I'm going to have to fight the temptation because when 12:01 tonight hits with Vinegar Syndrome, there are going to be all these beautiful physical media titles in front of you. It's going to be like, oh, because you're going to see those prices. You're going to see what the prices were. You're going to see what the prices are now with like 50% off. And we're going to talk about some of that in just a minute. But you have to remember, is it like, are you, I mean, depending on what kind of collector you are, there are some people that they're just going to buy everything they can get. I'm not like that. I used to be. I have like a lot of old DVDs and stuff over here. I am more going about now trying to curate a collection. And that's what I've got to go in tonight with the mindset of. And what I mean by that is we all love the slip covers and the limited edition sets with Vinegar Syndrome. And a lot of what you're going to be able to buy tonight, you're not going to be able to get those because they're already sold out. So if you just want the movie, then you're gonna be able to get pretty much anything that you want. But for me, it's not just about the movie anymore. And I know that sounds weird because I'm a filmmaker, but I'm an artist. I like the extra. I love the slip covers. I love the limited editions. And the movies. Now the movies that I love, we're going to talk about it in a minute, like Goonies, for instance. I want to get every version of Goonies that comes out. Every single one. Every one that I can find, I want. With a special attention to like the stuff with slip covers, limited edition, prestige titles. And what I mean by like prestige versions of the title is something like this, which I'm going to go over in another video and unboxing. This is a Cine Museum, and this is the first thing I've ever gotten from them. This is a Cine Museum exclusive of Goonies here. And when you look at that compared to just like, and this isn't really a fair comparison, but just like a Blu-ray. I mean, the Blu-ray is fine. You can watch the movie the same with the 4K. At least the 4K has a slip, so I'm going to get that too. But if I've got a choice between, well, let's take it back to an Arrow title here. If I've got a choice, this is what's going to happen tonight. You can get this beautiful, and this is an Arrow example. You can get this beautiful, limited edition with a slip cover of Weird Science, and it's beautiful, flat, glossy, and Vinegar Syndrome's covers are better a lot of the times. But this is absolutely amazing. But what you're going to get mostly tonight is going to be without that. It's just going to be the standalone film in plastic. And while that's great just to see the film, it's not quite the same thing. Like I made a decision when I started really seriously collecting again that things like the art, the extras, all of that stuff aesthetically mattered. Not just to accumulate physical media, but accumulate beautiful physical media, stuff that's filled with extras, stuff that I can go and show off like a piece of artwork. Because when I was a kid and you went into a movie rental store in the early 80s when they first really started opening, it was the artwork. It was especially with like VHS movies, especially with VHS horror, it was the artwork, the cover of the stuff that drew me in. And now like I paint and I do all those things and I'm a filmmaker. So like combining all of that, that's what like this does for me. And that's what this does. And when you are curating a collection, I mean, sometimes you're just going to want the damn movie. You're just going to want the movie. I'm just going to want it. I can't get anywhere else. But like, I'm going to have to sit there tonight and control myself because I'm going to want these movies, but I'm going to remember that there are these other, what I think are better versions of these movies out there. Unfortunately, they're on the secondary market now, so you're going to pay aftermarket prices for them. But it is hard for me to, let's say, go spend, and again, this is just an example of a case. It is hard for me to go and spend $20 or $15 on this when I know that there is a version that like has this slip cover, this beautiful slip cover, or another limited edition version out there. So for me, as I curate a collection, I am going to have to control those urges to just buy all of the buy all of the physical media because I just like I want it. And instead say nope, I'm not going to spend this $20 now because I would rather spend 70 and or whatever to get the limited edition, and then I have everything. I have the top of the line. So you have to kind of put off the gratification. So tonight I'm going to be on there shopping. I have a list of some things that I want to get, and I wrote it down somewhere like maybe Prophecy. I think that limited edition box is still available with Vinegar Syndrome. Primal Rage. I'm gonna see if the slip cover is available. Like I'm okay if it has a slip cover. I'm still gonna get it. But like if it's just the movie, and it's not like gonna sell out or whatever, I'm probably going to wait. Now I did notice tonight that they said they're gonna have some. This is maybe the breaking news. They're going to have some slipcover variants come out for some movies. Now, we got to look and see which movies those are. They're also going to have 2 new titles, it looks like, with limited edition. One is going to be a 70s horror, and one is going to be an 80s regional action picture. And these are both going to be like a limited edition, Ultra HD 4K. I'm going to be looking for those, and I'm damn sure going to be looking for anything with a slipcover variant. They're going to have a lot of extras like that. Merch. I am super excited to get in there and look and see what they have. So you got to be on your toes. I'm hoping that, maybe some things that sold out with other slipcovers, now they've come out with new slipcovers for them for tonight. Like that would be awesome. I don't know if they've ever done that. But the email that I got specifically says, look out for a release of a bunch of new slipcover variants. So you'll sucker me right in with that. But what I am going to stay away from is just like, for the most part, probably, is just the regular old version that I feel like you can get anytime. Even if you can't, I don't know, like mentally, that's how I am curating. And I know that even if I miss out and I go aftermarket for a version like this, it's still going to cost me way less than even one with a slip cover, and definitely way less. And this is Arrow again. Even definitely way less than something like this that is like a big, limited edition, edition of the movie. So that's what I'm going to look at tonight. I know that you're going to be able to get, like Roadhouse, for instance. Roadhouse is killing me that I missed getting the limited edition on Roadhouse. Roadhouse is one of my favorite movies all time. I already have it on Blu-ray. I am not spending the money on 4K without that limited edition. I'm not going to, but maybe they'll at least have now, if they come out with a slipcover variant, they don't have to have another limited edition box set. That's gone. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna bend over and take it eventually to buy that on eBay, probably. That's just gonna be how it is. But maybe they come out with a slipcover variant for it. They're gonna get me for that. I'll be 100% in, and they probably won't. But I would buy that. But otherwise, if it's just the standalone, just the disc, I'm not gonna jump on that. I am going to just bide my time, save my money, and I'm gonna get the big limited edition box set that I really, really want. Because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, other movies, here's another example. I like Beastmaster. I remember I have such great memories watching Beastmaster with my dad. Mark Singer. That's that fantasy type. I have these great memories of that. They did a beautiful box set of that. But I am going to, there's also a slipcover version. Now, if the slipcover version's there, I'm going to buy the slipcover version. And that's, there's some movies that I can live with just the slipcover version. If there's 3 versions, if there's standard, slipcover, and like a limited edition box set, depending on the movie, I can live with the slipcover version. Like, I don't necessarily have to have the top version of it. But now, if it's one of my favorite movies, I'm going to want every version that I can get, especially those top end versions. So, like, I know, for instance, with Goonies, there are a bunch of there's steelbooks out there. There is other Cine Museum variants and stuff. Like, over time, that's my goal, to accumulate all of those. And, that's, and like with all Arnold movies and Stallone movies and things like that, I'm going to accumulate all of them that I can get. But tonight, I am going to be jazzed up on there looking for slipcover variants. I've got a couple of movies that I'm definitely going to get. Anything with a slipcover that I am even mildly interested in, I am probably going to buy and check it out, because these deals are going to be great. And I'm just hyped up. What do you guys think? Are you hyped up? Let me know in the comments. Are you excited? You're going to be on there at 12:01 waiting, like, New Year's, the countdown, tick, 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 boom. We get on there and shop. How are you going to go about it? That's sort of my approach to tonight. So be on the lookout for that new 70s horror and 80s regional action that's supposed to drop. Be on the lookout for some slipcover variants, things like that. Anything special that they might throw at us. But like I said, that came in the information that I read, that those are coming out tonight. So boom, I'm going to try to be on that. And other than that, like, hey, by the time I get this uploaded, we're probably only going to be about 4 or 5 hours away from it going. So enjoy shopping. Get out there and buy your physical media. I'm going to have a blast. Have fun with it tonight. Watch some videos. Watch some live streams of great people on here on YouTube talking about it tonight. I know, like, there's like a Born to Be Rad, and there's like a bunch of guys, mid-level media, there's a bunch of guys coming together to do like a live stream, I think, that starts around 11:30. Check that out. And yeah, until next time, be kind, rewind, baby. And this is Chase with American Vintage Pop Culture, saying have a great AVA night. Go out there and buy some shit. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I know.